Alright, welcome to a how-to special. Now, quite a while ago when Seasons version 1 was released, I'd done a series on it, and one of them was Snow Mask. Well, the way you do the Snow Mask has been updated, so I thought I'd run through the updated version. Now, I know that most maps have Snow Masks on there, but there's one or two that don't, and quite a few of the older ones, if you're like me, you like playing the old ones now and again. Well, they don't have it either, so we're going to start again. We're going to use Synosca 3.1 as the basis for it. It's one we're going to the Snow Mask, or Seasons Mask they call it now. Well, first thing you need to go to Relimus Modding's on website, and we'll just go back to the front page, and this is the front page. When you land, this is what you see. Right, you need to go to Manual. Alright, and find Seasons Mask. It's down on this left hand side. Maps, Season Mask. Well, first thing you will want to do is download the Invisible Mask Diffuse .dds. We will do that. I already have it, but so this one will probably show it as a version 101.2, but we'll take that as, but we'll just open this up, open container folder. And I'm just going to drop this out onto desktop and rename it. I'll cut it and get rid of that. Paste, and I'll just rename this so we don't have the 2 in there, because that will just cause problems. And you should have Invisible Mask diffuse.dds. Right, we will need that in a little while, but we'll leave that where it is. We'll bring this back, and you'll also be doing these files in this little black block here, this block here, and this block here. All got to go into the map. Well, we do that in a moment, and I'm going to slide this over out the way after I've just run through what else you'll need. Right, GDN, which is Giants Developer Network. I will try and remember to put all the links in. You will have to join this, but it's worthwhile, and you will want 2 tools from here. If you've probably already got the Giants editor version 7.1.0 64-bit, but you also need the GRLE converter version 7.0.1. Download these 2, unzip, and do what you need to do with those both zip files. Just unzip them so you can use them, and leave those somewhere safe on your desktop. Giants editor won't matter. You install the editor, that will install onto your computer, and you can forget about it now. That will do what it needs to when you need it to. But the converter, you leave that on your desktop. And the last bit, I would say you must have a Notepad++. Again, all these, get them from the original place if you can. You'll be fairly certain they haven't been messed about with if they've been dropped onto one of the file sites, and they may have been modified. You don't want that, you want the originals. So if you've got all those, we can carry on. Well, I'm just going to move this overhead out of the way so it doesn't get in my way, and we will open up Synosca Not. I have already unzipped it, but unzip was your favourite unzipping tool. I use 7-zip. You can use the in-game or the Windows one, but I have this thing, I don't like Windows stuff a lot, so I use 7-zip. Right, Synosca Not is being used for one very specific purpose. Most maps are B01, but this one is 02 because it's based on Synosca, so it means that everything will go in here into 2. You will have to change one set of files. So we just drag the Invisible Mask in there. Just check there's nothing in 1. Right, we got that there. And whilst we're about it, we will now put in the block of text that's got to go into into the i3D. We'll learn to speak one day. Alright, right click on it and you'll get edit with Notepad++. So that's right click on map o2.i3D, edit with Notepad++, and lo and behold you get this. Ignore everything else, that's other things I've been playing around with. First thing you need to do is get to the end of the file section, which is quite long, and just put a gap in, just click on it and press enter. Now you want the first two files, which are in the manual on the Relimus modding site, highlight them and copy. And I should have remembered to copy, which I didn't. Is it copy? No, we put those in. Paste. And we just tidy those up. One thing's got to be changed on this one. Most maps you won't have 2, but since this is on 2, you will. Where it says 01, just change that to 2. You can run it from 1, but I'd like having everything in the same place. I'm going to save that now. It's done. Done and dusted. We forget about that. Next one is under materials. Now we will want one extra bit of info, and before we go down to there, we'll find it. You search in Notepad++, and you want shader windrow, and it tells you in the instructions what to find, but it's shader windrow foliage shader. Right, find next. Now we need that for one thing. I can get rid of that now. We need this number. It's 44. Make a note of that because you will need it in the next block of files. Now we get to the end of the materials section. Another big block. Luckily there's not too much of this to do. This is where you can easily make a mistake, which is why I use Notepad++. It's easy to pick out your mistakes. We will find the end of it. There we are. And right, same as before, this is one block here, so we want to go to the end of that block, but not past materials itself. Do the same as we've done there. I want to highlight the full block, which is shown on Relimus site. Copy, paste. And I'm just going to tidy this up as well. Now if you click on the start, you can see this is one block, this is 2 blocks. We've done 2 blocks. And we will just tidy this up. Just push back the bits in between one, and it just makes it easy to find something if you go wrong. Bring this back to there. Oh, bring that one back one more, bring that back. Don't worry too much about this here. Now, we have to make one change here, and that's in this windrow shader file ID. That in the place there, highlight it, and type in the number we found, which was 44. It will change from map to map, this number. We'll save again. Now we need to go to layers, which is here. This is the layers section. And that's down to here. So we want to go in front of the die. This is, don't go into the transform group. This is the foliage subsection. And I'm just going to highlight that so I can find it where the end of this line is. Go and just click at the end of it and press enter. Now we've got the last bit there, and this is the last bit to go in. And we have done with this. Same thing again, just paste and click and just tidy it all up a bit. And we're just going to press save again. It's done, it's saved. That's this little symbol up here, the old fashioned 3.5 floppy drive symbol. We're finished with that. We can get rid of that now. That's done. I'm just going to check something here. That's alright. Now in here we have now got this mask. Now we now need to do the TipCol. Now that's how this works so well. So this is where the converter comes in. I'm just going to open the converter up. You take TipCol layer GRLE and put it onto the convert.cmd. And it's done. And we should now have TipCol info layer ping. Now we don't want the ping, the PNG. We can get rid of that again because we're finished with that now. We rename this, and let's right click on rename, and we just find out what it is. I just got to get this dead right. It's seasonsmask.png, right? So it's all lower case, and it's a underscore between the seasons and mask. Oh, and seasons. Just when you put this in, just double check you've got it right. Seasonsmask.png. .png will be in there anyway, but you make sure you got the rest of it. Yeah, that's done. Well, we now need to change that to a GDM. How do I do that? I hear you all shout. Well, that's easy. We just shut this down. We can open all this up again later. Right, we now need. This is what map we're working on. We go into maps here and double left click on the map 02.i3d or whatever it's called in your particular map, and you'll get the Giant's Head that come up. And I've got several versions on here, so I'll just take the latest one and we just load this in. Now this is a quick bit. We don't do anything else in here. So load it, save it, and come out again. It takes a few minutes to load in. It's ready, and there it is. And we just check there's not showing any problems down here at all. So we're just going to save this, and again it's the save symbol is there, and we wait for it to finish exporting, which is saving. Then we can actually start working on the map. It's ready. Knock it out. Now we go back into O2 because now we should find we have a Seasons Mask GDM. Well, we get rid of this one. We delete the Season Mask.png. It's very important. It doesn't like having both of them in. I'm just going to make certain there's nothing else coming in there which shouldn't have done. No, that's alright. It's all clear. Now we can start masking. And we're just about done. We're almost done. So we go back into Giant's Editor. Get rid of that. Hey, what do you think of my Field Marshal on the front cover there on my desktop? That's not mine, I hasten to add. And we just wait for it to come in, and that's in. Now then, what you should find now is the roads themselves are done, and quite a bit of the other areas. Now the roads are done. Now that doesn't show too well on the roads on this, but you can see all the area here is done automatically. Anything with TipCol in has been done. Now I want to find my way back to the farm because all I'm going to do is the farm itself. And that should be over this way. And luckily I know my way around Sonoska Knot. And we just come down here and just check the road out. Yeah, we can see where it's done. Anywhere there's a TipCol, it's masked automatically. If there's no TipCol, it doesn't mask. Right, now we go back to how we done it on the other originally. Foliage layer, and we need to find snow mask. Highlight that. And it's this little one here, the terrain foliage paint mode. Now I'm going to go to square brush because this is done quite a bit north, south, east, west. I'm just going to check the left is add, right It's subtract, that's all we want, and we're going to put that on there. I'm just going to put in a small amount here. There we are. That is masked there. There's no mask at the moment, but as soon as we do that, it's no mask. Now, I'm not going to do the whole lot, but I am going to suggest, and as Redon suggests, that you do wear masks in the animal enclosures, except for the sheds. And you can alter this to the size you want. It's done on the wheel to alter it. Don't even be too careful about this either. You will get odd drifts of snow in places you don't expect, and there may be easily places which are clear. We're not only going to do the cattle. I'm going to leave the rest as they are. But one thing you will want to do on all the animals is clean up around the feed troughs. So you've got a snow mask near all the feed places. I just clicked the wrong button without having my finger on my Alt key, which is the one I use to move about on GE. And this is basically all there is to it. Now, this came up because good friend Chris asked about this very map actually, and I realised after he had hit problems that this no longer worked properly. So it's time I updated. Well, actually Chris's idea to update, and I didn't think I was going to have time, but I thought, oh, and yeah, not going to be doing anything else today. Well, I was going to do a Blickling, but I'm not in a great hurry. I'm just going to put a mask down here. And that means that the area around here will be masked out. And I'm going to go a little bit further up that way. And shall we just do the pigs? And then we'll go into the map itself in-game and we'll see what it looks like. That bit I haven't set up yet. Now here I'm going to be a little bit clever. Yeah, me clever. That'll be today. I'm actually going to leave around the huts masked, and inside the huts I'm going to try and leave masked. I've got to remask over the feeding trough, but it's easier to do it like this. Take a whole lump out. This I find quite relaxing actually doing this bit. Just small. Make your cursor as big or as small as you need it. And what you're seeing here is the actual water plane. It's very close to this, but that needn't concern you. No. So they should have nice dry piggy pens to go into. Now we've got this done. I'm just going to fly down to over top of this so I can see better what I'm doing. And it usually pays to go a little bit over on these, because if you get a few days of really nasty weather, you will be wanting to clean up, and you can't very well clean up. You've got snow all over the place. It doesn't work properly. And you do a bit this side of it, because they will be trampling over there to get to the food. You know what they're like. Right, that's all I'm going to do here. I'm going to hit that out, and we're going to load the game in. I'm just going to export that. You always check down here too to see if there's any errors. Any errors, sort them out before you try and load the game in. If you want to be clever, you can actually hide the snow mask, but I don't bother, because if you use it with I'm just going to get rid of one thing there. If you use it with snow with seasons mod, you're never going to see the snow mask anyway. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put this into a folder in game. Was I just go into my games, Farming Sim 17. I forget which one this is now. I think this is. Oh, this is a map that you shouldn't really be seeing at the moment. This is, I think, newbie. Newbie Farm 19. Yes, well, it's what Cavalier Roy's working on. He's given me a copy and I'm playing it. I'm meant to be testing it, I'm playing it. 19, just rename that. I always do a different mod file for each one. Now, on here I have got slot not test, so what I'm going to do is actually delete this out, get rid of that, and I'm going to put the one we just converted in. Copy, paste. I'm using copy in here because I want to keep the original, and that is the very original up there. Now, all I've got in here is the map and seasons. There will be nothing else, and we will just check and see if it has worked. If it hasn't, I'm going to cry. Just bring up Farming Sim 17. Shut this down out the way. And you all know how long Farming Sim can take the loading at times. Once it's just loading, and you can actually bring up the console if you've got it enabled. I'm just going to check that everything's installed. Platinum Edition. What's those? Those seasons shown in there. Let's have a look. See if we've got the right one. Now I wonder if. I'll bet you'll notice my deliberate error there, didn't you? No, admit it. You all noticed one thing I didn't do. I didn't actually enabled Sosnos test, so we'll get rid of that. That'll be an empty folder. It should be. Just double check. Yeah, it's an empty folder. I'm always doing that. I get ahead of myself. So I want Sosnos test. Rename it to just a mod. You can see I get a separate mod folder at every map, and I'll just check we've got the right one. No, we haven't. We've got the wrong one there. We've got the Sosnos. No, we should have the right one. Ah, yeah, we have got the right one. It moved as I was clicking. I clicked the wrong one. So that'll do. We just come right out of there again, and we will try again. So just to get the excitement up. So we're going to start again loading in. I'll click the console. So hopefully it will come. Now this time when we install, we should see Sosnos 3.1 seasons in there. That's what I want to see. Career in there somewhere. I should have one empty slot. There we are. That'll do. Doesn't matter which one I put it on to. My Sosnos or not. Continue. Check everything's ticked. It is. And we just wait for it to load in. And bring the console up. We can see whether there's any errors here at all. We hope not. It takes a little while for it to load in. The fabric scripts are not the quickest to load in because they do a lot of work. Don't notice any difference when they're loaded, but they just take quite a while. You notice everything. I couldn't see any errors here at all. Yeah, right, no. Yeah, Right, we'll just check it. First, we do indeed, we have this in here. Oh, I won't bother season it. Well, what we do now is we enable the console again, and I'm going to SS add snow. I might take SS add. Oh, pressing the wrong button. Add snow. Might take a little while for this to take. I've noticed that sometimes it doesn't take first time. It takes a couple for it to take. Because seasons at the moment setting everything up, and here we have now have snow. Now let's see what we've got here. Let's see, we've got snow everywhere except for around the fold. In the cattle, and you see we've got cut at least 2 layers here. Should be 3 layers that all goes in. Over here the pigs should be the same. Fold dish empty, yep. And our little huts are clear. I don't know how long the snow will last. We've got snow in here because I didn't mask this. I didn't mask everything. I just done a very quick job to show you. It shows you how quick it can be. This has taken us under 30 minutes so far, and the biggest part is done. None of those are done. They all got to be done. And in here, this was one we done, and there it is. That all masked nicely. Over this side, well, the road. We'll check the road. Road is clear because we use the TipCol. Anywhere the TipCol is, will be no snow unless, like the animal enclosures, you get rid of it. And that's all there is to it, folks. It's as simple as that. Not going to save because I want to keep that one slot clear. So with that, it's Marin saying that. Cheerio for now. Cheerio. Oh, and I should really give you a warning. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. If you're not a subscriber, feel free to subscribe, and I will just do a quick screenshot. Or attempt to. Don't know what I wanted to there. Oh, we'll go back in and do a screenshot as I'm winding down. Yeah. If you're not a subscriber and wish to see more of this, feel free to subscribe. Always happy to have you aboard. Any comments, questions, queries, or whatever else, feel free to ask. The equipment or the software I said there are all needed. It's not just, don't really want that. You can do with the ordinary notepad. Don't try it with ordinary notepad. It doesn't work. It's hard work. Just put some in there. I just want to get a picture of this. And now I will actually wind down as we wait for the snow to arrive. Here it comes. It comes with a rush when it comes. I miss a lot of the mods because most of the mods I normally have are not here anymore. Right, we just take a shot of this. I can't get rid of that because I haven't got my other bits in. Right. So with that, it's Maven saying cheerio for now. Cheerio.